Yo, what is up, guys? This is Guitar Man for CODZZ115. They released the trophy list for Origins, the new zombie map coming out for Black Ops 2 DLC, Apocalypse DLC. Alright, cool. So, they released the a trophy list, and we're just gonna go through it, and I'm just gonna give my opinion on what you gotta do. Come use your opinion. What you gotta do? Is that what you want to do? Get a little. I'm sure it'd be good. All right, cool. Let's do this. So first on the list, and pretty much with every trophy list that comes out, they normally put the main one at the top. I believe for Vengeance, it was Mind Games, right? Was at the top. So this one is silver. I'm thinking it's going to be the main Easter egg, and that is a little lost girl, and that is release Samantha. I mean, are they giving it to you right in the title, or is it something else? Is it is it a sort of a play on words, a little bit, releasing Samantha? Does that mean like maybe saving Maxis in order for Samantha to be born, or is it just that? Is it just releasing Samantha? Maybe we go into the future. Maybe she's somehow traveled to the past and she's trapped. In this time, maybe for her the only way to save her father is to go back in time, and when she does that, something happens and she gets trapped, and you have to release her, thus fourth, making her. It's that whole Back to the Future thing. If you do one thing in the past, or if you do if you do one thing in the past, it changes in the future. If you do one thing in the future, it's not necessarily going to change the past. So that's why we're going back into the past. But yeah. All right. So the next one is a bronze, and it is not a gold digger. I'm not a gold digger. And it is share a weapon you dug up. So I'm thinking now. Now I'll go back to this one because it coincides with another achievement that I'll go to. So just remember that one. We're gonna go back to gold digger. Share a weapon you dug up. Okay, so the next bronze, yeah, I can't talk. The next bronze one is all your base. So activate all generators without allowing one to stop. So this might mean, hey, this might mean the way to defeat the robot, or maybe turning on Pack-a-Punch, something like that. Because Pack-a-Punch is always there's always some sort of gimmick or some sort of obstacle that you got to get through in order to pack a punch. They can't just have the pack a punch machine just sitting there. I mean, even in Doris, you had to do the teleporters. In Ascension, it was the landers. It was some other sort of thing that you had to do. In Buried, it was getting through the ghost girls, something like that. The easiest one probably was Diarize, just waiting for an elevator, but it's still, you're waiting for an elevator. I don't know if there was transit was messed up. Turning on the thing. So there's always some sort of gimmick. So I'm thinking that activating these generators, maybe you put fuel in one and you have to quickly run to the other side of the map, dodging zombies, doing something like that, and you put fuel in. So this way, um, uh, uh, you know, maybe you can only put a little bit of fuel in at a time. I'm not really sure. Maybe through time purposes, it's hard to get it full enough for you to get to the next one. So that might be like I think all your base might be a gimmick to getting to the pack a punch. All right. So Kung Fu Grip is another bronze one, and it is free yourself and another from the Panzer soldat claw in one game. So I think this kind of juggernaut zombie. He's going to be, we have the giant robots running around the map, and we have these little tiny little robots running around the map, or maybe it's just one guy, and he's the Panzer soldier, or soldat, whatever. And he is, running around, and he'll just pick you up. And I really had a good theory about this, is maybe they're bringing back, like, the astronaut zombie in Moon, where he kind of just, or he kind of just around. He was very slow, but he just ran around the map, and he picks you up, and maybe now. Now in Moon he teleported you, but maybe this Panzer guy picks you up and he instead of headbutts you, he kind of crushes you a little bit and he throws you across the map and he just puts you in. He puts you in a really shitty situation. So maybe that's sort of the same thing that they're trying to bring back from Moon with this Panzer guy. Okay, soldat, soldat. Anyway, in the next bronze one is playing with power. Okay, build all elemental staffs in one game. Okay, this brings me back to Gold Digger. So Gold Digger was share a weapon you dug up. You're probably gonna dig these staffs up, and or you're digging multiple ones up. Maybe they're different colors, something like that. One's red, blue, green, orange, something like that. And you dig them up and you put them on the table, and it's kind of like anyone can go grab them. So so if you grab like four parts to one staff, you get to put it on the table, and then you get to share that staff with somebody else. So maybe this staff is the new tactical weapon. Maybe you don't throw it. Maybe you kind of like shoot it, like maybe once or twice. Maybe it's like a projectile sort of thing, where it's like the Wonder Waff in some cases, because there are those big weird looking blue stuff around the map. In the trailer you see like a big staff coming up, and then you see the blue things imitating from it. So maybe the staffs are like uh, uh, repel the zombies, and then it's like, here buddy, here, you take it. So that's kind of goes back to Gold Digger and goes back to playing with power. So another bronze one. The next one is I'm on a tank. Oh, I'm on a tank. Yeah, I'm on a tank. Sorry, yeah. I was gonna say I am a tank. No, but I'm on a tank. Right, and this is really self-explanatory. Ride the tank around the map without getting off. So there you go. You got to ride them, but it might be it's an achievement. So I mean, some achievements are easy to get, like facing the dragon in Die Ride. You just go and you just look at the fucking guy. I mean, that's probably when they just thought up like, let's just make them do that, just something very kind of weird and stupid. But anyway, this ride the tank, maybe it's difficult to ride the tank. I mean, maybe the tank is incredibly slow, and even on round one or two, the zombies still get on, and you have no choice but to kill them. I mean, we have no idea how fast this tank actually goes. I'm pretty sure it doesn't go that fast like the bus, but hey, it might be a challenge to do it. So it's a trophy, but there you go. All right. Now this is very interesting. Another bronze one is saving the day all day. So revive another player four different ways in one game. So right now we only really know of two different ways to revive somebody. One is just walking up and reviving them, and another one is using the upgraded ballistic knives to revive somebody. Now, I don't know if it counts with the speed of the revival. So maybe you revive somebody without quick revive, and then you revive somebody with quick revive. On you, or in you, whatever, because you drank it. You have the perk quick revive, and you revive them. Maybe that's another way because it's faster, but I'm not really sure. So maybe you can use these staves to revive somebody. And like I was saying before, like there's four different ones, or maybe two different ones, something like that. And you use the green one to revive somebody, and then you use the red one to revive somebody, or the orange one, or the yellow one, blue one, the green one, whatever. So purple one. So I don't know, but it's gonna be a really interesting way on how maybe you can revive somebody. Maybe you can revive somebody, um, um, you know. Uh, across the map, something like that. You're training in one area, or you're fighting zombies in another. One guy's on the tank, he goes down. It's like, throw your staff, boom. There you go. You got you got to revive. And you got points for it too. So yeah. Anyway, another way too is with the time bomb. If someone goes down before you activate the time bomb, you can go back in time and revive them. You know, in a way. But there you go. All right, the next one is another bronze one is Master of Disguise. Now, use zombie blood to revive. There you go. All right, so okay, we're getting closer. Revive 3 players and activate a generator in one game. So I think now don't get me wrong. I think maybe you need to collect zombie blood in order for these generators to go. Now, what necessarily, uh, uh, um, uh, is the real definition to them in this map as for a generator. Now, a generator can mean a lot of things. A generator can mean it could generate electricity, or it can generate something else, maybe a life force, something like that. So, and it looks like the fuel in this case is zombie blood. So maybe since the zombies are revived, they're not revived, but they've come back from the dead. They're sort of resurrected. You can resurrect your own teammates with the zombie blood. So this really brings me back also to another good theory is Richtofen has these vials of blood on them. Now I know they have the prisoner numbers, whatever, but remember the prisoners are dead. So they're I don't know if they're zombies in this reality, in this future. They might make a cameo. I'm not sure, but we do have these little vials that we can probably fill with zombie blood and kind of like here, drink this, while you're dying, and you'll be revived or something like that. So it's very very far fetched idea, but maybe there's a way to collect the zombie blood in one fashion, and while you're at it, maybe you have the staff repelling zombies. Maybe 2 achievements have to work with one, to get one achievement, and then boom, you can revive 3 people. Now, I don't know if they all have to be down. I don't know if you have to do it 3 separate players. Like if you go in with if you go in with 2 people, it says 3 players. So maybe 4 players. Sorry, maybe 3 players has to get down. You have to revive them and activate this generator. It's really weird, but you know what? We are going to definitely find out what how to do that. So maybe you collect the zombie blood, put it in the generator first, go get your friends, and continue on with the 4 original characters. All right. I'm playing here. The next bronze one is Overachiever. Complete all 4 challenges in one game. Now this is a really cool idea. This is a theory of mine, but this is a really cool idea if this was in this game. Um, Lately, you go in, and the main challenge is to survive. You get your perks, you get your guns, all that stuff, and you go in there and you try to survive as long as you can. And really, the challenge for most people is high rounds. So what if they implemented challenges like you got to get 1,000 kills before round blank, for round 10 or whatever it is, or you got to get you got to have on you like $100,000 or 100,000 points, something like that. So, so not only are you trying to survive the zombies and go to high rounds, you're trying to do these challenges in the process. So if you get a points challenge where you're like, I gotta have this amount of points, or I'm not gonna get it. But you went down, you gotta buy perks again. So it could really, inhibit you to go and complete these challenges. So maybe they thought of 4, and here you go, try them out in the game. Whilst trying to get to high rounds and kill zombies and just try to survive, in the map. So that's what I think is going to go on. Leave a comment. What do you think? All right, the last one, bronze one, is Master Wizard. So we're good. Oh, what are we, Gandalf? Are we playing Gandalf in this thing? Wield all 4 ultimate staffs in one game. So I know that it's now in Mob of the Dead. You had the Hell's Retriever, and one person can grab it, and all 4 people can grab it. It was an achievement to pick it up, but you can hold multiple staffs. Like, how is that possible, and how is that going to be in the game? So what do you have? A tactical one. You have two on your D-pad. You have one as your secondary. Something like that. How do you wield these staffs? Now that's wielding them all at the same time. Maybe you can. Maybe this goes back to sharing the weapon. So maybe you can put the weapon down. A person can grab it. The next person who has their staff puts it down. That the same person has it, and all of a sudden you have wielded all four. In a sense, you picked it up. So I'm really sure that's probably how that's gonna go down. But there you go. That's the trophy list. Awesome, awesome. The map sounds great. We're all, for the lack of a better term, getting our hopes up, and just really putting all of our monkeys in this barrel of origins, goo that is gonna come out, shortly. So, um, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment. Hey, please leave your own opinions down in the comment section. Love to read them. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. We got more stuff coming for you. We got it all. We got a playthrough coming for you on that day, and watch us freak out. Watch Creamy freak out, and and just discover what these how to get these achievements, and hopefully, hey, maybe pick up some along the way. So yeah, I'm Guitar Man. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Later.